Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello guys, welcome to the DAL Education Project video tutorial series for the Ruby programming. And in this session number 41 of the Ruby programming, we are going to learn how to implement the hash data structure in the Ruby programming with codes. So let's start and create a new program in the Ruby mine. Right click on it and then create the hash program. Waiting for okay, new, and then create a new file for hash program. As it is very important not to name the program name only hash, because it is the data structure and data structure class in the Ruby, so maybe it will be confusing for you if you will save the same name. So try to use the word with the program example or something like this. Okay, so first of all, as we discussed in the last lecture about the hash, it's a very simple one, and I am going to create the hash structure with the name of imply. I think we will use the small letter imply is equal to, then the curly braces here. Then first of all we will give the key here, and I use amp name, and then assign the values with this, something like this. Employee name will be Saflada, and for the next value I am using another key, amp department, and assign the value with the computer department, comma, amp salary, something like this. Right. As I told you that you can use different kind of data structures in the Ruby. So I will make this value like 36, comma, amp font is equal to, okay. Now we are completing the hash here. So first of all we will display the values according to our discussion, and here I am giving the amp name here. Now run this program, and we are giving the key, and it will display the name Saifullah Dar on the screen here. So you can see that, okay, we have invalid octal digit. Okay, the numbers was more than that. Okay, run this program once again. So you can see that the Saifullah Dar is showing here. If we are going to display the value 78963.36, then we can just give the key amp salary here, and we will place salary of imply, something like this. Now we will run this program once again. Okay, so you can see that it will display the values of by giving the key here, and then the values will be displayed in this respect. Since we know that hash is an object, and hash is an object of the hash class, so we are creating this imply as an object of the hash class, so we can use all the methods which were automatically provided us by the hash class here, so we can use it. Okay, so if I want to know the total elements of the imply class, then we use the inspection and then use imply here, dot, then you can use all those methods just like that. I can use length here and I will run this program. You can see that it has 4 because 1 2 3 4 elements are there. Similarly, if I will use the length or dot size, this is the hash method. Similarly, it will give me the same result because the length and the sizes are provided by the hash are the same. Similarly, if I want to inspect the elements with the imply dot values dot inspect, then you can see that it will display all kind of values in the hash here. So you can see that Cephalodar, computer science 789 salary and something like this. Similarly, if you want to inspect the elements implies dot keys implies dot keys dot inspect, then it will provide all the keys related in the hash header here. I think we have undefined local method implies. I think we have missing s here, so that's why the values are not showing here. So correct this thing and then you can see that for undefined ports, once again we have spelling mistakes. Ports, and if you write the code or live, then such kind of things are acceptable. So you can see that this will provide us all the keys present in this hash table here. So in this way you can understand that we can implement all the methods which are provided by the hash class in our program by creating the object of the hash here. Okay, and now if we want to display the values here uh, in with the help of the loop, then what we will do, it's a very simple thing. We use imply, and then all you know that each is a loop in which we can use for the array or something like this, in which the it will be predetermined, so we can use it. And we have provided it the two things, one is the key and the other is the value. We assign it with the two things. And now if we want to display the key information, key data, and then inspect it with the value, then for inspection it, and here is the value k. Okay, we will run this program and see what will be the output comes after implementing it. So you can see it very well that key data is here and the employee name is here, key data, camp data, amp department, amp salary, amp name. Similarly, if we want to display the values of the program, and then we can just add it. And the value data, and then inspect the element once again with B. Now we will run this program once again. Okay, you can see that this is the key data is equal to employee name and value data is the Cephalodar. Similarly, in this way you can display the data with the help of this thing. Similarly, in Ruby programming, there are the different kinds of synonyms are created for the same thing, and it's just because of that the different programmers have different understanding. So each pair are the synonyms or the same thing, displaying the same verb and displaying the same thing. So that's why don't worry about it. You can see that nothing will be changed and everything has the same information here. Similarly, if you want to display the only the keys here, implies dot each, then it will be providing us the hash new things hash key, and for this thing you just provide the key rather than provide the two values. Similarly, puts the only key information, is equal to inspect that elements with the key here. Now we run this thing. So it's up to you that what kind of loop you will need to choose. Either it was the key, pair, each, and even the next one is the value here. Imply dot each, and I'm using it the value here. The hash value, and once again inspect this one with the help of this variable, and now run this program once again. So it's up to you that which kind of loop you are interested. They are facilitating you to implement the same thing. Okay, and in the last we are going to discuss one more thing, and that was the invert method. Invert method basically used to invert the whole keys into values and values into the key. It's a you can see that new amps I will created it, and just using imply dot invert, this method will invert the things here. Just puts, and as we discussed in the last things, that we are going to in new amps dot inspect, sorry, values dot inspect, and now run this program. You can see that for information clearly defined, I will use employee dot values dot inspect, that you can easily understand what is happening with the invert method here. So you can see that in the employee it was values are software, computer science department, and something like this, while in the new amps the values are amp name, amp department, amp salary, and amp phone. Basically invert method converted these sides of data into this one, and this side of data will be converted into this one. So if you want to invert the things automatically, then you can do it very easily. Puts imply dot keys dot inspect, and now puts imply dot new amps dot keys dot inspect, and run this program once again. So you can see that the values are automatically changes, keys are changes into the values, and values are changes into the keys. So thank you very much for watching this tutorial. In the next video we are learning some more methods or implementations of the hash program. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.